there, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. My name is Raven, and today we are going to be doing a little birthday vlog. I turned 29 this year in between the heat and being broke. We kept things really low-key and quiet, but I feel like that's pretty on brand for me, so of course I vlogged it. I also kind of like having previous birthdays to look back on at like a little time capsule of what life looked like as I've been growing up more. Jumping into the vlog, Zach had the second half of this week off, so I kept my normal routine for Monday and Tuesday. This was on purpose to help me stay regulated when the rest of my week didn't follow our usual routine. I am learning as I get better at more adult things how much my routine keeps me grounded and less anxious. Monday is normally my day for filming, so I don't schedule a lot of things outside of things that I want to film. This week it was like my introvert cozy day, so I spent most of the afternoon embroidering and working on my black clover piece. I had finished all of the outlining and filling in the bottom line of text, so I was starting to fill in the main design itself. I decided to start filling in the red before the black just to make it easier to see the stitches as I was working. I debated between filling the negative space of the clover with plain satin stitch or with red roses, but I was worried that the roses would feel like a callback to the blue rose nights, and I decided to just keep it simple. We had some bananas that were getting overripe, so I decided to make some muffins. I had taken 2 of the recipes in my stash and just Frankensteined them into a new recipe. I didn't write any of it down, so I have no idea, but I think I combined a banana bread recipe and a muffin base recipe and added in some blueberries that we had in the fridge. This was the coolest day of the week, so it was my best chance to get in a bit of baking without also baking myself. I embroidered more while the muffins cooled, and then I decided to try and make a glaze for them. I shouldn't have because they didn't need it, and I didn't have enough powdered sugar to make the glaze the consistency that I like. I was convinced that they would look prettier with a glaze, so I tried, and well, that's where we ended up. We're still doing the bunnies' puzzles every night, and I've recently added their hurdles back in on a regular basis. I want to make them more hurdles or get them like a set of agility hurdles and things. They're really good with their hurdles so far. Mischief seems to particularly like them, and he's so food motivated that I have to be really careful and make sure that Mayhem isn't getting left out. But they both do really good with their hurdles, and I love doing it with them, and they get really excited when they see me pulling everything out. Wednesday was my only normal work day for the week. I did some embroidery after breakfast before getting dressed and going into my office and having a good little work day, once again, to keep me on a somewhat routine so that I didn't lose all sanity. The first block of my workday is focused on graphic design and illustration. I've been working on getting things ready for like a soft launch of my Ko-Fi in September. I've been trying to keep myself from getting overwhelmed by not overthinking the entire process, so this week and a lot of weeks I was just focused on designing elements that would be put into pattern tiles. I've been doing a lot of experimenting and going back and forth to find the balance between shaping tools and hand-drawn effects. Everything you see me working on didn't make the cut and was redone entirely the week later, but I really liked having snippets of the process documented. I've had a lot of days where the entire day was just spent customizing brushes and settings or redoing things over and over, so I feel like I don't have any work to show, but I'm realizing that it's okay, and it shows that I'm detail-oriented and committed to the quality of the end result, not that I'm necessarily bad just because I'm not quick to get things done. After lunch, I pretty much always end up working on content-oriented tasks. Video editing takes up the main bulk of time, but today I was editing thumbnails. I seriously do not like the process of making thumbnails, specifically because I feel like I am not good at it. Everything I think will do well ends up being completely wrong, which is pretty bad with how long that I've been doing this and how important thumbnails are in the YouTube universe. I'm hoping that between better lighting and experimentation, I'll actually get good at making thumbnails at some point. If anyone has any input on thumbnails, on my thumbnails, feel free to comment or message me on Instagram. I don't have any friends that do YouTube, so I don't get a lot of feedback on this topic and would appreciate it. Wednesday is sort of when the birthday festivities started. Zach had taken off Wednesday through Friday so that he would be home to hang out. We went grocery shopping so that we would have some snacks and supplies for spinach puffs and an attempt at tiramisu cheesecake. We actually didn't have any plans for this day, so other than my therapy appointment, we just spent the day watching anime together and hanging out. Thursday was the actual day of my birthday, so we wanted to get out of the house just a little bit. We didn't have any money to do anything crazy, but I really wanted to get some boba since it's been months since we've been able to. We don't have any boba places in our area, so we drove about an hour away to the place that my friend told me about a couple of years ago that is our normal place to get boba now. And since it's a really long drive for a drink, we also browsed some stores that we don't have near us. We went to Home Goods. I think if we had had spending money, I would have absolutely gone overboard in their mug section, especially with the mini teapots. After the boba place, we went to Michael's. I think every year without fail, we get one of the Spooky Village pieces to add to our collection. We didn't get any today, but they had some really cute new pieces this year and some really cute collections out. They didn't have it out this day, but the all-white Haunted Forest collection is so pretty, and I would love to have like 90% of it as year-round decor for the house, especially with the Midnight Moon collection. It's just so balanced and pretty. I love it, and I think it would go really nice with our gray walls. I wish. Zach made spinach puffs pretty much right when we got home, and we started making our attempt at tiramisu cheesecake. We didn't have any ladyfingers, so we used Madeleines, and we didn't have enough Biscoff cookies for the crust, so we added pretzels to it, which I highly recommend because it was really good. Those details in mind, the cheesecake came out pretty good and is probably something that we'll try making again in the future, maybe especially if we can find some ladyfingers or if I decide to bake some, but that would definitely not be a summer baking adventure. And I feel like we've made enough progress in making our kitchen functional that working in the kitchen together is a lot more fun than it was when we first moved in. Side note, while I was editing the clips of us baking and adding in the captions with the speech to text feature, my computer kept adding captions where neither of us were talking and they kept saying thank you. So we might have a polite little ghost friend that also really likes tiramisu cheesecake. Packaging standards are cupcake this morning.
Because you had the heavy cream already.
Heavy cream's already. The heavy cream's already.
Oh, it's the liquid stuff. Charcuterie.
So far, it's a mess, man. This is the worst I've ever seen.
We didn't necessarily end the week on a high note since my period decided to start early. I don't have particularly easy periods, so I took an everything shower and spent the rest of the day on the couch watching more anime while Zach made homemade pizza dough and marinara sauce. Overall, it was a really great, quiet week, and I'm really grateful for all of the good parts that came with it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a birthday cake emoji in the comments to let me know that you stayed until the end, and hit subscribe if you want to see more cozy content in the future. I hope you're having a wonderful day or that tomorrow is better.